Hello, what's up? It is Rocker. This is a C-123K Provider. This is a large, short takeoff and landing unprepared runway cargo aircraft. It has two piston engines and then two J85 jet engines on the wing pylons there. This one is named Patches because it has 567 hits on the sides. As you can see, Patches, there's a bullet hole there. We got a bullet hole here and here. And there's 567 of those all along the plane. We're going to be going inside in just a second. I'm just waiting to do that. This is actually the same jet engine they use on the T-38 trainer as well as the T-37 and the A-37. It's a smaller engine, but it does produce about 3,000 pounds of thrust. This is a short takeoff and landing aircraft. We're just waiting for the social distancing to commence so I can go inside from this end. There's a few more of the patches up here. Each one of these little holes is from where it's been shot. There's one up there. This one's taken a lot of damage. These would fly about 100 feet above the ground to spray Agent Orange and Agent Red and so on and so forth.
By yourself?
Yep.
Come on,
All right.
where are you from?
I'm from Dayton. I work the simulators over there.
Yeah, you look familiar.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell with the mask.
Yeah. At least I got the blue hair to recognize. But
You can,
all right.
you can stand up, and take pictures of the
Yeah.
cockpit if you want.
All right. So here we have the cockpits here.
I work here every other Sunday.
Yeah, I see you around all the time. Let's see, there's a lot of visibility there.
Ed was the flight engineer on 123s. I was a pilot.
Okay. All right.
A long time ago.
A long time ago.
Started out as a glider. You know about Patchy's history, or?
Yeah. Well, they basically turned this thing into an engine test bed. They just threw every engine they could onto one of these. Onto the airframe, that is.
Well, not really. I mean, they had B models, which were just the two piston engines.
Right.
Then about the 60s, they added the two jet engines.
Right.
They're the same engines as on the T-38 or J85.
Mm-hmm.
It's only one fuel system, so you can. Everything burns avgas, and avgas is not good for jet engines.
Oh yeah.
So you only use them for takeoff and landing.
All right.
And I guess they burn about as much at idle as the piston engine did at full throttle.
Oh, jeez.
You didn't have throttle for them. If you look up here,
Yeah.
see right there on the left side, there's two toggle switches.
Yeah.
Okay, you'd hold them up or down if you wanted to.
So there was on or off.
No, they would move the throttle,
Okay.
but you held them till you got to where you wanted to be.
Oh, interesting. It's an odd way to do it.
Well, everything was an afterthought.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, I guess he's ready to move to the back.
All right.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I think she's gonna do a little cleaning first.
Show you some of this stuff here.
All
We
right.
got a pilot, co-pilot, and navigator,
Okay.
and a flight mechanic, which is also called a flight engineer on 4 engineer
Mhm.
planes.
Watch your head.
All right.
This plane doesn't have any insulation whatsoever, so
Right. So,
it's very noisy in
Yeah.
flight.
can you see any of the patches from in here?
Yeah, particularly
look
right here.
up there.
See where a piece of shrapnel came through and took out that whole wire bundle?
Oh, yeah.
They just spliced it back together.
Oh, geez.
That's one of the bigger hits right there.
Okay.
These are the gasoline heaters.
Uh-huh.
Put out 1,000,000 BTUs apiece.
All right.
They're for strictly de-icing the outside of the airplane in flight. Keep
Okay.
ice off the plane.
All right.
We've got tube seats here for anywhere from 24 to 30 people.
All right.
Cargo, you just this on this,
Mm-hmm.
and if we have to drop it, they just untie the load.
And
They
just
pull the nose up, and the cargo goes right out.
rolls on out. All right.
These are for litter patients. We can put stretchers in here.
Okay.
You want going down that way?
Yeah, hospital.
Yeah, well.
Look at that sign right there. See that? That's Roy Rogers and Dale.
Mm-hmm. Jeez.
We've got enough fuel to fly for 12 hours, but we haven't got enough oil to go for 8. So we used to keep a 55-gallon drum right here in the corner, and that little pump,
Where are you from?
you
Mm.
could refill your oil tanks while you're flying along.
There you go. I guess that's the way to do it, isn't it?
Yeah. This side over here's got an APU behind that cover
All right.
for starting your airplane on the ground.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all self-contained. You can go into any airport. You don't need a power unit to get started.
Makes sense. Not a lot of.
Yeah. This is your whole hydraulic system right here.
Right.
The little black unit there's an electric pump.
Mm-hmm.
So you can, if you want to jack the plane up and retract the gear in the hangar, you can just do it with that little pump right there.
There you go.
The gear pins can all be put in the plane, inside the plane.
Mm-hmm. Well,
Those
shoot.
two, the nose goes right there by his foot in the front.
All
These are
right.
for your cables for your paratroopers to hook up to.
Oh, okay.
And they'll be going off the doors right here and off these cables.
Mm-hmm. And then that pulls their parachute out, and then off they go.
You see that stop on this wire there?
Yeah.
That's for the heavy drops that we make. That's the stop for the parachute.
Okay. All right.
This
There
is
you
our
go.
Deluxe restroom facilities right here.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That's our bailout horn right there.
Okay.
Just to your right up there is the controls for the ramp and the door.
All right. Awesome.
If you have to ditch this plane in water,
Mm.
it'll sink pretty quick. So we got hatches at the top here. You see the 2 ladders there?
Yeah.
You can drop those down and exit right out the top of the plane if you're in the
Okay.
water.
Makes sense. All right. Shoot.
We've got 2 big fuel tanks out here. The black tanks you see hanging.
Yeah.
Those are over 800 gallon.
Okay.
Out on the wingtip there, there's a little 400-gallon tank.
All right.
And as this tank goes down, gets half empty, that little tank out there will refill this tank. It
Okay.
doesn't actually feed the engines, it just refills that tank.
Okay.
So we've got 1,200 gallon on the side.
Okay. It's a good bit.
It's not a very fast airplane,
Eh,
probably 120.
fair enough.
I've been passed by a Bell Ranger helicopter in flight, so you can, that tells you anything.
That's great.
Yeah.
All right.
I told you about that, didn't
No.
I? Okay, the plane has 6 DC generators on the engines.
Okay.
28 volt. And there's certain pieces of equipment in here that need AC equipment, AC power. So these are
Converters.
This converts DC into AC.
Okay.
It's just an electric motor that runs a AC alternator.
Makes sense. All right.
Very simple airplane.
Oh, yeah.
Like I say, it was originally designed to be a glider,
Right.
and they just kept adding these different features to it and adding these different features.
And they had a plane.
Yeah, probably
Somehow.
adding the jets on it was the biggest deal.
Mm,
That really made it a good flying airplane.
fair enough.
This thing takes, from the time they release the brakes to the time you're in the air, you got about 7 seconds.
Jeez.
You got to look things over and make sure they're right before you let them go.
Oh, jeez. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That is insane.
And my first flight I had on one of these things, I was really impressed.
Huh. That's cool.
Did you see all the patches on the plane outside?
Yeah.
There's supposedly 500 and some patches.
I'm not gonna count them all.
Yeah, well, there's a lot on the belly that you can't see.
Oh, I'm sure.
There's probably some little ones there.
Is that big one there a patch, or is that a?
No, that's an access panel.
Okay.
It's probably to get into the top of the landing gear.
Oh yeah, it's got screws on it. That makes okay. Yeah. Still though, geez, there's patches galore on this
All
thing.
right. Well, thanks for coming
Yeah.
by.
Thank you. And there's the J85 over there. Originally it would have a wingtip engine right there at J44, but they removed that. So here's patches. This is again a C-123K. Here's where the cargo would come out. And then there's one of the patches. And yeah, like I said, they would put giant tanks in here, fill them with Agent Orange, and this would be your sprayer plane. But it did have a long and useful career other than that. It's worth remembering. You can see a bunch of the patches here. There's another view of the J85. The door would come down when not in use, and then it would lift up when in use. This was actually a common feature with a number of the mixed power aircraft that they built at the time. And then, yeah, that is the C-123K.